Okay, guys, we're back. We need a new thumbnail for 3 videos in a 3 videos in a row, or will it be 4? We need a new thumbnail. What can we do different? I can't kiss on screen.
No, neither can I.
Okay, guys, we're back for video number 3. And we are going to still be answering your 200 and some odd questions. And we're going to get through them, guys. I'm going to talk fast.
I don't know about that. I'm not making promises because you won't don't hold it against me if it's not done.
Where do you get the energy to get through the day, especially when babies don't sleep well at night or are sick? I've had this lately and it's no joke. Where do I get the energy through the day? I have other kids I gotta stay awake for, I guess. Our toddler does not want to sleep, actually fights it very strongly. Have you had a child like that? What did you do about it? Any recommendations for helping children fall asleep easier and get them to bed earlier? We try very young to get them to go to sleep on their own, and we do short bedtime routines.
Yes.
So, although I do have a baby that's fighting it a little bit right now, by the time they're older, they figure it out. So if we had a toddler that wasn't sleeping well, we'd probably put them to bed a little earlier, because a lot of times we've noticed that when they don't sleep well, they're overtired.
Yeah.
Or they struggle falling asleep. So that is the best advice I have for you. There's probably better advice out there somewhere. I apologize if this is too personal. That's never a good start. I'm just kidding. I was wondering how you and Soullow are able to get in grown-up time with a full house. We do have children that sleep. Eventually they all sleep.
Yeah.
Do you have any other comments?
No.
Okay.
Thanks, Melissa.
Thanks for making it so uncomfortable today.
Yeah, great.
How do you and the family orchestrate prayer time? Do you allow the children to read a passage in the Bible?
Randomly, I guess it depends.
Yeah, we don't do it the same all the time.
When we start school, during meals, going to bed, those types of things.
When they get hurt, all the time.
When we are traveling, whatever, you know, so it happens.
Mm-hmm.
If you're asking just devotional, I guess we have that incorporated into our school.
Yeah, and a lot of times we have the kids read out loud too, scriptures. Yeah. But I encourage them, especially the older ones, to have their own time with the Lord in their Bible too. Hi, Sarah and Soullow. I just wanted to ask, which of your kids do you think got certain specific qualities from you, like a certain food and activities or specific traits, and who's the stubborn, strong-headed kid or loves music the best, that kind of thing? Certain traits from us.
I think they all do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see Judah in myself a lot. I think, but some of that might be first child things.
I see Judah in myself a lot.
We've had the most time. We've had the most time with him.
We've known him longer.
Yeah, that's true. I don't. We see a lot of little things all the time, especially if you have things that you're frustrated with yourself about. You'll see it show up in your kids every time, guaranteed.
I'm like, you can't pull that one on me. I invented that trick, you know? So
we do have a couple maybe that are more headstrong or stubborn than others, but I probably wouldn't tell you which ones. And who loves music the best? I think... you know, Luka actually had a musical talent. Like, he would hum songs that I would recognize as 6 months old, which is insanely young, I think. Mm-hmm. And he seems to have a really good ear, but Judah also has a very good ear. Our kids all love music. I don't know if one loves more than the other.
We'll find out as they get older.
Yep. At what age can the kids date? Soullow, what age can they date?
I don't know. We haven't set that rule yet. They're too young for that kind of stuff yet. So.
Not yet. We know that.
Yeah.
How do you get your kids to eat so healthy? They definitely all have years that they're picky. Late toddler, preschool kind of age. But we keep offering food and we keep serving the healthy stuff, and we don't offer a lot of alternatives, especially at the evening meal. And eventually they do start eating it and they start loving it. So we make them take one bite to tell us they don't like it. Because how can you know? And your taste buds do change, and a lot of the times they end up liking it. What's the plan as far as college funding goes? These are far off questions.
Yeah, man. Our oldest is only 14.
Yeah,
no, I know.
College is coming quickly.
College savings and them working their way through. It's a combination of it all. and then they have to just get 4.0 GPA all the way to get some scholarships someplace. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But hopefully.
Yeah, scholarships. I paid for my college, the part that I didn't get scholarships for, and I think it made me really appreciate my college education, and you did too.
I paid all of it, so.
Yeah, so we are big proponents of that, and then like Judah is thinking about medicine, so he's always also thinking about military that would pay for his medicine training. So who knows? But those are some of our thoughts right now. What do you do for self-care? How do you find the time? Mom of 6, and I'm so struggling in this department. I am not good at this. But I do know that I feel a lot refreshed if I have time by myself, when I can get up early before the kids, and then having time by myself in the evenings at the end of the day too, or with Soullow, just helps me a lot. It's not manicures and pedicures and getting my hair done as much as just having a little quiet time. It goes a long way for me. Okay, next is how do you keep your babies, all of them, so organized when homeschooling? Also, I love you guys, very sweet family. Thank you. If babies means big kids, they have a checklist that they go through, and then if it's babies means babies, I juggle them alongside while I'm doing everything else. Do your kids like books? Christian books only. They love books, and we don't do Christian books only, but we're very careful about what they read. What do you think helps a marriage stay strong? Any tips for a newly married couple?
My first and only answer first is the anchor, God. You gotta have an anchor that's bigger than yourself, you know?
Yeah.
And then being intentional to spend time with each other. It's not always necessarily, depending on the stage of life, quantity, but quality.
Do you homeschool all your kids? Yes.
Yes.
What are you and Soulow's goals after all the kids have grown up and moved out?
What's our goals?
I'm gonna rest. I'll probably be bored out of my mind. It's hard to think that far. I want to nap. I'm gonna learn the art of napping.
We'll probably have grandkids all over the place.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
So,
we want to go visit our children all over wherever they live, all the time.
exactly.
Yeah. Did you two run into any cultural differences regarding raising children in the beginning? If so, how did you navigate them? For this one, guys, we actually had to pause the video and think about it and talk about it, and we cannot think of any right now. So maybe if you gave us some examples, that might help jog our memory, but we can't really think of cultural differences that affected our parenting early on. I don't have any questions, yet I do want to tell you that I love your videos. I'm 35, no kids yet. There's just something about you that makes me smile and warms my heart. That's so sweet. I think it's how you talk. Oh, she said she doesn't have any questions, but she did write us a really nice, long message.
Sarah, you just rock.
Sarah Jane from Long Beach, California.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. Thank you, Sarah. Where do you see your channel a year from now? Ooh, I have no idea. I would never have seen it where it is a year ago, so it's really hard to say. Hi, I'd love to hear some of your favorite specific and thoughtful questions you ask each other daily, weekly to help you stay connected with so many other things that take up your time.
Do you still love me?
Yes, I do. Yeah,
Okay,
he does not ask me any specific questions, and I don't, except maybe, are you drowning? Are you okay?
We're very random people sometimes.
Yeah. Please forgive me if I'm too blunt, but why do you have so many kids? I do love your channel, by the way, but I was always curious to know.
Oh, I'll forgive you for being blunt. Can I give you a blunt answer too? We love kids.
Yes. How you convinced your family on the name Destiny. I remember you loved it and they were unsure or disliked it back in the old video. Love your channel. Guys, when we were expecting Destiny, we did not know if she was a girl or a boy, and I told Soullow to pick the name. So yes, you are right. I did love it, and he did not want that for a previous child, but for this one, he was feeling it. Yeah. And he picked the name, totally.
Did I?
Yeah, you came to me and you're like, guess what, I
Destiny.
think if it's a girl, I think it's Destiny. So it's all him that time, and I still loved the name. So
and you know how it is, like you have a name, but when you have a baby, like it's just like, no, it just doesn't go with them.
Yeah.
It's just kind of one of those.
Yeah, and this one, this name went with her, so.
Yeah.
Can we keep Made here with us, please? Pretty please.
Absolutely.
Sure. She'll come back if she has to go home, though. What do each of your children want to be when they grow up? I can't wait to hear this. Haha, kids are so great. Plus, having the video documented for later in life would be fun. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A sports player.
What do you want to be? Huh?
This is a candy.
Okay. What do you want to be when you grow up?
7.
7?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a pilot or a pastor.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
want to be an artist.
An artist?
Yes.
An engineer or a computer scientist.
A medical doctor.
Prosecutor. Lawyer.
Do you both see yourselves living at your current home long term?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know.
We're not looking to sell immediately.
If you're a realtor, we don't need you yet.
Yeah, we'll call you.
Did you have any cultural clashes when you started dating or got married? Also, what's the most interesting thing you've learned about each other's cultures since you've been together?
We should just do a video called Culture.
This probably could be family, but my family is real open and just says what they feel all the time. And I do think the Kenyan culture is a little more reserved about, you know, Americans, we just talk.
No, my family is way more reserved.
Yeah, so that was a culture,
Yeah.
that was maybe a culture clash in the beginning. But something we've learned a lot about each other's cultures, a lot.
But I think a
We
lot
learn
of
more
it,
every
a lot
day.
of that is family again.
We keep learning more about each other's cultures all the time.
Yeah.
Like, we love talking about it and, hey, what's the differences? It's fun.
Sure.
It's fun conversation around here. Did any of your family have issues with your interracial relationship? Our family did not. My family did not have issues with our interracial relationship.
If anybody did, they didn't say it outright.
I think some of my family had issues a little bit with our intercultural relationship, but as soon as they got to know Soullow and they got to know us together, those went away. Did your family?
I don't know. They wouldn't have told me.
Okay, Soullow's family, let us know.
And I know it's not light because it's not always that way, because we've seen it go both ways. We just have been very blessed and fortunate for both of our families that
Yes.
it never was an issue. So, but it is an issue to a lot of people, so we know that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Favorite place to travel, you and Soullow. My favorite place is and will always be Africa. And I'm talking, when I say Africa, I know it's not a country. I'm talking about the continent.
I don't know. I like to travel
Everywhere.
everywhere. Yeah.
Soullow has always been like that. Like, he likes everywhere.
I've been to
I'm very
Europe,
specific.
Central America, Africa.
And you love them all.
I love them
equally.
all. I love people. I love diversity. I love different culture. I love history. So all the different places we've been, I've been, I enjoy just connecting with the people there. So
Yeah, well, me too. I do
Yeah.
like that. But I do have a favorite. Do you have any assumptions of career paths your kids might take as adults based upon their likes or hobbies right now?
they're so young. I think they change a
I
lot.
wouldn't be surprised if Micah became a pastor, though. Micah loves people.
Yeah.
Noelle will have the biggest family. That's my only assumptions, maybe. What African holidays or traditions do you observe as a family?
Christmas, New Year, Easter.
Do all your kids plan on going to college? We've answered this one. Based on your kids' current hobbies, interests, what do you think they would choose as a career right now? We kind of answered that one. How did Soullow become a preacher?
I'm an accidental pastor, so it never was my plan, actually. I kind of it started all by leading a small group at church at 17, and it's progressed there
Yeah.
into associate pastor, into lead pastor, but I had a completely different career path. So
Yeah, he
before-
wanted to be the president.
No. I was going to go into politics.
He does like politics.
I used to.
Don't ask about his politics, though, because he probably won't tell you.
I'll make some of you mad.
He'd make half of you mad, so
And
he
half
won't
of
tell
you happy. So, no, not really. I after I got really clarity from God that I wasn't meant to go that direction, it was really good. So
Yeah.
but good question though.
Okay, advice for finding a church and getting involved. I'm born and raised Catholic, but I've been reading my Bible, really getting into the Word, and would like to join a church that preaches the Word, just don't know where to start. Thank you.
Where do you live? Direct message us. We'll give you some recommendations.
There you go.
Mhm.
The question I would like to ask are you guys having children, or is 9 enough? Or are you going to have a couple more? Just wanting to know, just saying.
We answered that.
We non-answered that many times already. I didn't know if you got my first question. I was asking if you guys are done having children or you want a couple more. How do you handle your kids spending time or hanging out with other kids that might not be a believing or Christian home? How do you encourage your kids as they get older to relate to the world in love while still remaining strong in their faith? I still have little kids and we homeschool them. I want to raise well-balanced children that love others and have a heart to help others and reach out, but who are unshaken in their faith and convictions.
Yeah, I think that's a very good question, though, because there's a balance there. You already sound like a person who has a very balanced view on it, because people sometimes can be very extreme one way or the other. You know, two shelters, no exposure at all, and some unsheltered and not protect the kids. You know, so you already sound like you're balanced. So, and it's exactly how we do it. You know, if you're building the foundation of who they are, then they can be friends with just about anyone.
I'd also say that we are really cautious about our kids being in other people's homes. We want to really know who those people are and what goes on in their homes, which you can't know just surfacey. So we are really cautious about that. By the way, whether they say they're Christians or not Christians or whatever faith they have, we're really cautious about that. So I know you mentioned hiring some help for cleaning. Do the children still have their zones that they are responsible for? Yes. Oh my God. Our house is going to be still dirty every 3 times a day. So we're all working together all the time for that stuff.
And the cleaning is just once a week.
Yeah, it's like deep cleaning stuff. Yeah. Have you ever gone on vacation away from the kids? And is that something you'd be interested in?
We have.
Yep, we have. Last time we did a really good long vacation was like, Luka was like 9 months old and he's 11 now, so it's been a long time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Mexico, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we get away for pastors' conferences and stuff and try to make like an extra day or two here or there afterward or before.
We've had little kids for a while and moving.
When we get away, we have a baby tag along with us, which is great, but we're about due. We're about due.
Yep.
I need advice for homeschooling high school. What are your favorite homeschool curriculums and what are the online classes your kids are taking? Sounds intriguing. Love your family. You guys are so encouraging. I will leave our chemistry teacher's name and email address in the description box below. And she does just Apologia online. She just teaches chemistry and it's been fabulous for our high schoolers. Otherwise, we have always used and loved Sunlight, and so we just decided to try it through high school, and we're in the 2nd year of high school now with that curriculum and still love it. How do you and your husband make time for each other? I have only 3 kids, and my husband and I find it hard. It's hard.
It is?
Yep, it's hard.
Yeah, you just have to work at it.
Yep. I'm not sure if you answered this, but why homeschool the kids? Do you plan on letting them go to public or private school in high school? They are in high school, and it's worked out really good.
They're not in high school. 2 of them are in high school.
Yeah, we do have some children in high school. And
our 6-year-old is not. Yeah. No, we plan on homeschooling.
And we will link our homeschooling video and why we do it in the description box. Okay, kids all get birthday meals. What do you and Soullow choose as your favorite food?
What do I do for my?
I love Thai food. You love sushi.
I like Japanese. I like sushi. I like Thai food.
You like sushi and you like Indian.
Yes.
Always sushi or Indian.
I should have been born in Asia someplace.
Yep. Hi, Sarah and Soullow. Is it possible for you to do some more cooking videos? Is it?
You decide. Probably.
I love watching them. I'm going to try the curry chicken one tonight, this week. Can't wait. Also, Sarah, if you could do some more grocery shopping hauls. I will buy more groceries, and I probably will film them. I love to shop. How do you do your Thanksgiving dinner?
It depends.
My favorite is when a whole bunch of families together and everybody brings their specialty. Were any of your kids conceived by accident or were they all planned?
No accidents at all. But we also plan to have exactly 5 girls and 4 boys by this time. So it worked out really good. I'm sorry.
Okay, he's sarcastic.
No, I'm sorry. No offense. It's just a joke. But no accidents though. But we're not that good at planning.
You guys probably answered this already, but how old was Soullow when he moved to America? He moved here right about when we got married, so 22. And has he spoke English since childhood or since he met you?
Since I met her. She's
No,
a good
he
teacher.
lies.
She's a good teacher.
Since babyhood.
I didn't speak American. I still don't. Yeah.
My boyfriend and I love watching your videos together, and we think you guys are just awesome. Thank you, Jada. That's cool. How tall is everyone? I am 5'8".
I'm 6'3".
Could you have a video in the future with random categories like child most likely to stay up all night, the sassiest child, Child who is up and ready first, etc. Eli's up and ready first. I don't need a video to tell you that.
No. And Luka is more likely to stay up all night.
Yes, he doesn't need sleep. And we don't have any sassy children. But that is a good video idea. Maybe we'll do that. Okay, what does Soullow do for a living? Love you guys.
What do I do for a living?
He's a pastor and he has his own financial business. I do answer this one on repeat. I know it very well now. Hi, Lisa from Cincinnati. I want to know, why do you read to your older children for school? How do you know they're really listening and retaining what you're reading to them? I ask them questions. That's how I know. And our curriculum has us read out loud to them until high school. And I think it's grown their vocabulary a lot. It's allowed us to read some really interesting stories together, to bond, to talk about things. It brings up great conversations. It's actually been really good.
Actually, and I don't do the school as much, but I do read with kids a lot. Some of the most amazing bonding time that I've had with my kids is when I'm reading about historical books, all sorts of things. It's really cool.
Yeah. It's great. Mm-hmm. How do you give each of your children special time with just you and Soullow, and are any of your children jealous of each other? I think we do have a little jealousy sometimes here and there. Certain personalities that would be of certain other kids, but nothing overriding a lot. And then how do you give each of your children special time with just Soullow and you? We take them with us when you're running errands and different things like that. I think
special things on their own.
Yeah, we really plan like when they're getting older, like at Judah's age and a little older, as they develop their own interests, we want to be really involved with what those are and do things with the kids that they're really interested in and wanting to pursue in their life. I know my parents did that with me, and it was so beneficial. Okay, guys, our camera got too full. We have to empty it.
It's been abused.
Yes, and we have kids that want to eat dinner. So we are going to come back and answer the rest of those questions. We're going to get to them all.
I don't think so.
We're going to get to them all.
I don't think so. Unless it's a series. It's not going to happen.
It's going to be a series, guys.
She's positive. I'm negative. Awesome.
Yeah, and we'll talk to you soon.